Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Tuesday, October 5th, at 3:25 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 639 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Marine oil pollution. Trump unveils new super PAC and Twitter users cannot stop howling at the name. Black ex-Tesla worker who claimed racial abuse awarded $137 M. Brian Laundrie's sister, Cassie, breaks her silence and says her parents' lawyer advised them not to talk to her. Cinema confrontations escalate as she is accosted on plane and at DC airport. Chinese property developer Fantasia just missed a $206 million repayment deadline, a sign that China's real estate woes extend beyond Evergrande. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez slams Facebook during outage, saying company's monopolistic behavior saying it's destructive to free society and democracy. Actor pleads guilty in $650 million Ponzi scheme that lied about Netflix, HBO deals. The countries with the most politicians named in the Pandora Papers. Chamber of Commerce withdraws support of $1.2 trillion infrastructure deal after GOP freeze out. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. More than 200,000 minors sexually abused by French Catholic clergy, landmark report finds, CNN. Beaches sit empty and fragile habitats hang in the balance as crews race to clean up a Southern California oil spill, CNN. Asian stocks fall to near one-year lows as oil rally fuels inflation fears, Reuters. Los Angeles Chargers DE Joey Bosa rips into blind officials after win, ESPN. Winning $700 in Powerball jackpot tickets sold in California, Yahoo News. Here's everything Windows 11 offers for gamers, GameSpot. Singapore passes law to tackle foreign interference, giving authorities the power to block internet content, CNN. Letterman show announcer Alan Coulter dies at 78, NBC News. NASA Psyche spacecraft to explore unique asteroid for clues to early solar system, CTech Daily. Tesla must pay $137 million to ex-worker over hostile work environment, racism, CNBC. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Stephen Colbert spots the most humiliating thing for Facebook during outage. Conservative columnist hammers GOP is stupid and proud of it party. Jimmy Kimmel gives Trump the scathing truth about his Twitter ban. Authorities race to contain California oil spill as concerns about response grow. Californian finds 4.38-carat raw yellow diamond in Arkansas State Park, keeps it. Elijah Wood reveals slap at Harvey Weinstein hidden in Lord of the Rings. Britney Spears thanks Free Britney movement for helping to end conservatorship. Steve Bannon doubles down on his shock troops government takeover threat. Whistleblower to testify Facebook puts profits before people. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. President Joe Biden reschedules trip to Chicago. Nursing assistant shot, killed inside hospital. Farmers pleasantly surprised by strong crop yields. Adoption fees reduced at local shelters. Man accused of killing 6 kids won't face death. Football coach put on leave for punishing players. Gas explosion leaves hundreds in limbo. Officers protest working conditions. Police department aims to bridge community gap with tournament. Woman dies in scooter accident. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Watch Live, Russia to send film crew to space, time and live stream details. Rome mayor loses re-election bid, a defeat for five-star movement. Users turn to Twitter during Facebook crash, jokes inventing ensue. A pacemaker for the brain, no treatment helped her depression, until this. Bubba Wallace gets a breakthrough NASCAR victory at Talladega. Jury orders Tesla to pay $137 million to former employee over racist treatment. Energy prices spike as producers worry over pandemic and climate. What's wrong with Kyrsten Sinema? Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp were down, here's what to know. New Trump super PAC formed in the wake of misconduct accusations. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Department of Justice launching effort to combat threats of violence against school officials across U.S. Overreach, how Biden's leftward lurch led to political paralysis. Garland deeply saddened by two recent deaths of federal agents while on duty. Greg Gutfeld, the woke left has dragged us into the nonsense world they live in. Lovely Warren, Rochester mayor, will resign as part of plea deal. In Graham, it's the last chance for the Democrats to show they haven't been taken over by the loony left. Dave Grohl reacts to lawsuit over Nirvana's Nevermind album cover, much more to life. Tom Cotton, Biden's hypocrisy knows no bounds. WWE newcomer Gable Steveson gets elected in draft. Tucker Carlson, patron saint Anthony Fauci has made a verdict on Christmas. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Tuesday, October 5th. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Greggs warns prices may have to rise due to soaring costs but says sausage roll supplies are safe. They told me to bend over, I begged them to stop. Uyghur reveals guards ordered gang rape. Christian nurse sues Croydon Hospital claiming she was bullied out of her job for wearing cross. Britain's most expensive roads 2021 topped by Kensington Palace Gardens. Business Live, U.S. oil hits 7-year high, Fortress reports boosts supermarkets. Boris Johnson warns WFH Britons they risk being gossiped about. Bloody Battle of the Hippos, 3,000-pound giants fight for supremacy in Kenya. Police officer, 64, who had sexual relationship with woman he was assigned to help is jailed. Killer cop Wayne Couzens will keep at least a third of his police pension due to human rights. Duffy shares passing thoughts as she returns to social media after detailing rape ordeal. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. The Pandora Papers political fallout grows. French report, 330,000 children victims of church sex abuse. Much of the world relies on WhatsApp, its outage ground their virtual lives to a halt. Nobel panel to reveal 2021 prize for physics. Lawyer, Hillsong founder to deny concealing abuse in court. Rights group, Taliban unlawfully killed 13 ethnic Hazaras. Progress stalls on EU entry for Western Balkans nations. New Zealand will phase out its zero-COVID strategy, acknowledging it cannot eliminate the virus. How U.S. sanctions take a hidden toll on Russian oligarchs. Czech police promise to act upon Pandora Papers, as revelations about Prime Minister become campaign topic. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. UK new car sales tumble in September amid chip shortages, Business Live. Coronavirus Live News, California deploys National Guard, Pfizer jab highly effective against hospitalizations. Tired of being stepped on, Instacart workers urge customers to delete app. Nollywood booming while African film industries could create 20 jobs, report. 1 in 5 15 to 24-year-olds globally often feel depressed, finds UNICEF. Russian actor and director prepare for space launch to record first movie in orbit. Out of thin air, can hydro panels bring water to parched communities? Cop a load of this, on the beat with the NYPD, in pictures. Taiwan president warns of catastrophic consequences if island falls to China. Global vaccine rollout vital to securing deal for nature, warns UN biodiversity chief. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Chinese developer misses payment, adding to industry strain. Anti-vaccine villagers in Guatemala hold coronavirus team. Aspiring actor pleads guilty in $650 million Ponzi scheme. Southwest is latest airline to mandate vaccines for workers. Black woman in rural Texas unable to vote, advocates say system is unfair. Facebook explains app outage after services are restored. Kyrsten Sinema claps back after chased into bathroom by pro-Biden agenda protesters. COVID vaccine mandate takes effect for NYC teachers, staff. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. French Catholic priests abuse 216,000 victims since 1950. Facebook, WhatsApp and Instagram back after outage. Air India, plane stuck under bridge in viral video. Mega church founder denies concealing child abuse. Record number of China planes enter Taiwan air defense zone. Aryan Khan and Ashish Mishra, India gripped by tale of two sons. COP26, the sculpture created from 1,765 Antarctic air. Haitian migrants return to face uncertain future. Masai Mara safari overcrowding stresses Kenyan wildlife. Migrants, risking death trying to get to England in a pedalo. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. NYC vaccine mandate for school staff draws protest. We have a winner. Tickets sold in California win $699.8 million Powerball jackpot. California oil spill, Governor Gavin Newsom declares state of emergency, criminal, civil investigations underway. French QAnon-style network led to girls kidnapping. Massive California oil spill was reported Friday, but nobody told the millions who went to the beaches. Public service loan forgiveness program will be revamped in a few weeks, White House says. Rural Alaska at risk as COVID surge hits hospitals. Massive cleanup begins after California oil spill. Third victim dies in brutal attack at Florida house, suspect charged. Today in history for October 5th. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Photos, aerial photos capture the scope of the OC oil spill. Hospice reforms to become law after Times investigation reveals widespread fraud, abuse. Storm system brings lightning and thunder, but little rain to Southern California. Anxious waiting game as Orange County oil spill threatens beaches, coves. California will impose new vaping tax to curb teen use, fund public health programs. Officials knew about oil off OC coast Friday, sparking new questions about response. Where is the Orange County oil spill moving, and which beaches are threatened? Thunderstorms, swelling tides could hamper oil spill cleanup efforts in Orange County. How you can help with oil spill cleanup efforts. KNP complex fire spurs new evacuations as it forms massive birocumulus cloud. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Tuesday, October 5th. 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. French priests abuse 216,000 victims since 1950. Wuhan high school classes shut over mystery virus as early as November 2019. Taiwan president warns of catastrophic consequences if it falls to China. A former high-ranking official of the Japanese Soccer Association who served as a cabinet advisor and the wealthy CEO of a telecommunications giant are among Japanese individuals whose names crop up in secret records collectively known as the Pandora Papers. Save Australia protest erupts in New York. Sacrilege, artist urges University of Hong Kong not to remove Tiananmen Massacre statue. Pandora Papers, world leaders deny wrongdoing after leaks. 14% of world's coral lost in less than a decade, study shows. Pandora Papers, world leaders deny wrongdoing after leak of financial documents. 1.5 billion Facebook users' personal information allegedly posted for sale. Malaysia Air victims can move forward with terror lawsuit against Russian banks. Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg loses $8.5 billion due to outage. Woman successfully treated for depression with electrical brain implant. Pandora Papers, world leaders deny wrongdoing after leaks. Elton John, Shakira named in Pandora Papers as UK and Australia call for review of leaked tax shelter documents. The next headlines are from Forbes. AstraZeneca seeks emergency use authorization in US for COVID prophylaxis drug. How much money FC Barcelona have to spend in January transfer window revealed, as Sterling is crazy to join. FC Barcelona's trust in Koeman is now firm, the under-fire coach continues. Zalando joins forces with Savior Wardrobe to chase net positive fashion ambition. Bezos bets on Indonesia's mom-and-pop shops with investment in Eula. Popular brings beautiful Peruvian flavors to Lower Manhattan. Does the NRL need a Rooney Rule? New York Jets safety Marcus May facing DUI charges from February arrest in Florida. Investment firm Story 3 takes stakes in HD Buttercup, Cocoa Republic. After 20 years, the 2001 New York Mets stay bonded with each other and the families of 9/11 victims. The next headlines are from Nature.com. COVID vaccines cut the risk of transmitting Delta, but not for long. Author correction, transcriptional programs of neoantigen specific to LIN anti-PD-1 treated lung cancers. Medicine Nobel goes to scientists who discovered biology of senses. Academia's ableist culture laid bare. Color Me Better, fixing figures for color blindness. Fault-tolerant control of an error-corrected qubit. This robot vapes for science. The Maori Meeting House that's also a research lab. BP Colombo gets first close-up look at Mercury. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,735,913,219 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Lily Cole, Rebecca Calder join cast of Lasse Hallström's Hilma exclusive. Alan Coulter, Late Show with David Letterman announcer, dies at 78. George Clooney jokes that he destroyed Batman franchise so he wasn't asked to join The Flash. HBO acquires Barry Levinson's The Survivor, starring Ben Foster. Inside the violent shootout scene in The Many Saints of Newark exclusive. Britney Spears thanks Free Britney movement after father's removal from conservatorship. I cried for hours. Yes, Casey Musgraves was really naked on Saturday Night Live. Justin Bieber partners with Palms for Peaches-inspired cannabis line. Members and celebrities applaud IAT strike authorization, a real show of strength. Facebook, Instagram coming back online after 6-hour outage. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Biden lifts abortion referral ban on family planning clinics. Refugee admissions hit record low, despite Biden's reversal. Henrietta Lacks estate sued a company saying it used her stolen cells for research. Bubba Wallace is just the second black driver to win a NASCAR Cup Series race. ADIA agent is killed in a shooting aboard an Amtrak train in Arizona. Pandora Papers show how tax havens are part of the global inequity problem. Hollywood crews vote to authorize a strike for better pay and working conditions. What Senator Blumenthal's Finstaflub says about Congress' grasp of big tech. After a week of scandal, the CEO of Aussie Media says he now hopes to stay in business. New York's COVID vaccine mandate takes effect for school teachers and staff. The following headlines are from The Week. What took down Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp? Francis Collins will reportedly step down as head of MIT. Why Republicans are blocking Democrats from raising the debt ceiling. Study, in less than a decade, 14% of the world's coral reefs were wiped out. Texas parole board recommends posthumous pardon for George Floyd. Capitol rioter gets jail time after judge says a slap on the wrist won't do. Officials looking into possibility that a ship's anchor caused California oil spill. Britney Spears thanks Free Britney movement after father's conservatorship suspension. Biden administration reverses Trump-era abortion referral ban on clinics. It's mayhem over here, the Facebook outage, according to employees. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. No other option. The next headlines are from Universe Today. A technique to find oceans on other worlds. It'll soon be possible to make satellite phone calls with your regular phone. Here's Perseverance, seen from space. Astronomers look at super-Earths that had their atmospheres stripped away by their stars. These are the news headlines for today, Tuesday, October 5th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Can you see the Big Dipper in autumn? The next news is from Politico. Facebook faces wrath of European Union lawmakers working on online content rules. Ex-Tory leader allegedly beaten with traffic cone at party conference. 5 takeaways from Italy's local elections. Francis Collins to step down as NID director. U.S. extends an olive branch to China on trade. Garland taps FBI in response to disturbing spike in threats against educators. DNC says unvaccinated workers could be fired. Democrats start bargaining in bid to save party line mega bill. Journalists sue U.S. broadcasting arm for wrongful dismissal under Trump. Black Lives Matter comparison Royals Court in January 6 cases. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. England Ashes no-show would cost Australian cricket $200 m. Blues poach highly rated dog's assistant as right-hand man to Voss. Sydney Lord Mayor Clovermore sought advice from Norman Swan over fireworks. PM Morrison cool on Glasgow but Rudd says he must go. Demons looking at axed St Dunstan. Liberal women likely to win a promotion into cabinet. Queensland Treasurer questioned as witness in mayoral misconduct case. He loves it, the 10-year-old boy beating lockdown blues. Piratic writes new story as he vows to take state from good to great. The pick that could shape trade period. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Dispatches from a pandemic. Are you allowed to ask your doctors and nurses if they're vaccinated, and do they have to answer? Tax Guy, how to settle a loved one's estate and when to hire a pro. The Wall Street Journal, Tesla ordered to pay former factory worker $130 million over racially hostile work environment. The Fed asks for independent review of whether top officials broke the law in their trading activity. The Moneyest, how much should you tip the delivery person during COVID-19? This woman was dragged on Reddit for tipping 10%. The New York Post, Andrew Yang says he has officially left Democratic Party, becomes independent. Facebook's very, very bad day, services go dark and stock plunges in wake of whistleblower revelations. Facebook outage, by the numbers, largest outage ever tracked could cost millions. The big move, my mom, 76, is in assisted living and owns a rental home. How can we use it to fund her long-term care and reduce capital gains? Meme Money, AMC stock fails to capitalize on a blockbuster weekend, and meme stock traders are miffed. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. The genius of Ettore Bugatti, Salonproof magazine. Rising Innovation Index of Indian Life Sciences Sector, BSA Bureau. History of Patent Harmonization, 3, Patent Cooperation Treaty, PCT, 2, PCT International Survey System, 2, Lexology. Introduction of the Japanese Utility Model System, 2, Lexology. Apple accused of bad faith in Ericsson patent royalty talks, Bloomberg. Revisions of the Patent Substantive Examination Guidelines in 2021, Lexology. Dr. Boris Farber selected as top innovation expert in STEM, education, homeschooling, and molecular biotechnology by IAOTP, PR Underground. A comparison of patent law development Law Asia. Inico, should you hire a contract manufacturer? Mecklenburg Times, news for Mecklenburg, Union and Iredell counties, the Mecklenburg Times. Here are the 30 most innovative companies in Arizona for 2021, AC Big Media. The next headlines are from Quartz. Singapore's rising COVID cases offer a glimpse into what it means to live with the virus. Is McDonald's zero emissions pledge more than just greenwashing? Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram are all experiencing outages. The activist fund that shook Exxon is now investing in GM. Coca-Cola is so desperate for freight space it's importing ingredients on coal ships. Aussie Media's CEO says the company isn't shutting down after all. Why economists are talking about stagflation. A new Pinterest-like app is curating pretty places into a global social network. These African countries have fully vaccinated 10% of their populations. A hotter and drier climate is set to hurt agriculture in the West and help farmers in Asia. The following headlines are from TechDirt. Disney defeats lawsuit brought by company owning Evil's rights over Toy Story 4 character. Tesla self-driving NDA hopes to hide the reality of an unfinished product. Reminder, our TechDirt Tech Policy Greenhouse Live workshop is happening this Wednesday. Right-wing commentator Dan Bongino runs into Florida anti-SLAPP law, now owes Daily Beast $32,000 in legal fees. Infrastructure and content moderation, challenges and opportunities. There may be a new boss at the Department of Justice, but the government still loves its indefinite gag orders. Daily Deal, Treble Z2 Bluetooth 5.0 noise-canceling headphones. In Josh Hawley's world, people should be able to sue Facebook both for taking down stuff they don't like and leaving up stuff they don't like. South Korean ICE somehow thinks Netflix owes it money because Squid Game is popular. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Andrew Yang, Kamala Harris, Windows 11, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, Eastwood wins CBD lawsuit, MySpace, Billions, Ron DeSantis, Arizona Cardinals, Facebook. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Bolivian police retreat after coca leaf farmer storm market in La Paz, videos. Global trade to recover faster than expected from COVID crisis, WTO. Texas board votes to recommend posthumous pardon for George Floyd over 2004 drug conviction. Protesters gather in NYC to denounce vaccine mandates for education workers and layoffs for non-compliant teachers. Facebook blames faulty configuration change for massive outage amid calls to break up tech giant. Democrat Senator Sinema accosted by protesters after Biden calls stalking of defiant lawmakers part of the process. Who broke the internet? Major outages hit Bank of America, Southwest Airlines, Zoom, Snapchat and others after FB crash. Hollywood crew members vote to go on strike, demanding changes to unsafe work conditions and low pay. Hillary Clinton says she's afraid of minority rule, claims Republicans are a threat to U.S. democracy. Back from the dead, Facebook and Instagram online again for some users after massive 6-hour outage. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Just how reliant is Europe on Russian gas? Pope Swiss guards resign over mandatory COVID-19 vaccination. Northwestern Europe sees mild weather, offers temporary relief from energy crisis. U.S. and British surveillance planes circle Russia's Kaliningrad. Covert, corrupt, and coercive, report details Beijing's bid to establish new global media order. Russia launches hypersonic cruise missile from a nuclear submarine in historic first. Will the China Cold War unstick America's glue? Iran demands U.S. unfreeze $10 billion in assets to return to nuclear negotiating table. To save America, Durham must reveal the whole Lucy Agate story and punish the guilty. Fed prepares to launch review of central bank digital currency that could render cash privacy obsolete. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Australia orders Merck COVID pill, as Victoria posts record cases. Hello literally everyone, Twitter flooded after Facebook outage. Suspected ISIL members killed in Sudan security raid. Sri Lanka indicts ISIL mastermind over Easter Sunday bombings. Taliban, from Afghanistan's rugged mountains to policing streets. Jim Crow justice, should non-unanimous convictions be overturned? 2 former Hong Kong leaders named in Pandora Papers leak. Anxious wait for Afghan girls as opening of high school stalled. Signal, Telegram linked millions of new users on Facebook outage. Tesla to pay $137 to former employee over racism at work. The next headlines are from Breitbart. AG Merrick Garland orders FBI to combat threats of violence against public school officials. Biden reverses Trump rule barring taxpayer funds to clinics that refer for abortion. Abortion, religion, gun rights, top 5 Supreme Court cases to follow this term. Let's go Brandon, NASCAR driver mocks obvious FCK Joe Biden cover-up. Internal DHS review finds anti-Trump whistleblower Brian Murphy created toxic atmosphere. TV producer Shelley Ross, Chris Cuomo groping me was clearly a power trip, arrogant frat boy personality. Cole Beasley blasts Bills fans for booing him over vaccine stance. Exclusive Governor Kristi Noem on war at border, Biden's crisis complete failure of leadership. Tom Cotton sounds alarm on unknown Afghans fleeing U.S. military bases. Several Democrat senators including vulnerable Catherine Cortez Masto-backed group that funded leftists who harassed Kyrsten Sinema. The next headlines are from UPI News. Virginia man wins 4 times in one lottery drawing for a total of $352,112. 30 Guinness World Record set at Virgin Money London Marathon. Watch, monkey wanders into airport VIP lounge in India. Watch, West Virginians celebrate their 75th anniversary with a second wedding. Watch, 6-year-old finds mastodon tooth in Michigan Nature Preserve. Watch, Idaho man catches 58 marshmallows in his mouth in 1 minute. Watch, squirrel fills North Dakota man's pickup truck with 42 gallons of walnuts. Exotic eagle returned to Pittsburgh aviary after 8 days on the loose. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. White noise of flickering screens helps children with learning difficulties to read and write better, says study. Dog that was stuck in a 30-foot deep cavern for 2 weeks is rescued and joyfully reunited. Watch. How planets may be seeded with the chemicals necessary for life. Why do animals play? Because they need to play, just like children do. 5 Midwestern governors sign up to create EV charging network to keep electric vehicles moving. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Tuesday, October 5th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. William Shatner, 90, is headed to space with Audrey Powers on Jeff Bezos' Blue Origin mission. Seinfeld fans decry iconic comedy series new aspect ratio and move to Netflix. SC School District warns after elementary student follows through with slap a teacher TikTok challenge. 4 family members die in freak accident while making wine in Italian village. They died one by one as each family member tried to rescue the other as they were overcome by toxic fumes. Playboy makes history with first openly gay cover star, Bretman Rock. 4 dead on family vineyard in freak winemaking accident. Police called after person with insulin is mistaken for drug user. Sea Wind saga, pilot who crashed in Lake Michigan had 7 crashes in 7 days. Entrepreneur wants to trade Russian space shuttle for a scuttle. Man barricades himself in house after family members take bite of his grilled cheese sandwich. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Tinder will give you an app currency to keep your profile active. Rogue Lords review, cheaters always win. Windows 11 is now available, here's how to skip the line. Codifying humanity, can humor be reduced to an algorithm? Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, and Messenger are all down, updated. Watch, world first drone footage from inside a raging hurricane. Toyota unveils 3-wheeled e-scooter for walking areas, Segway style. Relay that makes design work for all your marketing needs doable in just a few minutes. How to report scam apps in the App Store. We interviewed Siri about what it's like to turn 10. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Breakup of a single chemical bond measured. When blood pressure needs more control, what's better, an additional drug or more of the same? Linker histones tune the length and shape of chromosomes. Exposure to deadly urban heat worldwide has tripled in recent decades, says study. Cell quakes may help cells respond to the outside world. Hidden mangrove forest in the Yucatan Peninsula reveals ancient sea levels. Weddell seal count, fewer seals than previously thought. Comparable survival for pacemaker wearers after heart valve replacement. Think Twice campaign could reduce risk of UK opioid epidemic. Facing compounding stressors, many American workers plan to change jobs in coming year. The next headlines are from Information Week. Moving banks out of their brick and mortar mindset. Why enterprises are training AI for local markets. 3 ways to better apply AI to small data sets. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Tuesday, October 5th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA invites media to launch a double asteroid redirection test. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. See where Google has bought 300 acres in Utah. Mayor bans new homeless shelters in Salt Lake City, temporarily. The Triple Team, as Jazz struggle in preseason game number 1, what do they have to work on and what is just rust? Utah will likely rely on courts to block Biden COVID vaccine mandate. Rescue season in Zion 1 for the record books. Man pleads guilty in 2010 slaying of Utah bookseller Sherry Black. 17-year-old shot to death in West Jordan. After his wife was put on a ventilator, a husband faced an agonizing decision. Should he do whatever it took for her to wake up? Rain arrives Tuesday and may stick around through the end of the week. Number 10 Bayou cannot let the buzz get too loud as Boise State comes to town. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Squid Game subtitles change meaning of Netflix show. A surgically implanted brain stimulation device could help treat severe depression. Germany unveils world's first commercial plant for making synthetic kerosene. Bug puts $162 million up for grabs, says founder of EV platform Compound. UK plans to invest £5 billion in retaliatory cyber attacks. Google releases Android 12 to AOSP, but no Pixel launch today. Ukrainian cops cuffed to over $150 million ransomware gang allegations, seize $1.3 million in cryptocurrency. Zuckerberg loses $6 billion in hours as Facebook plunges. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus have been suffering global outage for more than 3 hours now. Update. Researcher refuses Telegram's bounty award, discloses auto-delete bug. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Missouri's vaccine incentive program ends this week. Wild Card Wednesday in LA is a dream come true for Cardinals broadcaster. VA patient dies by suicide at John Cochran VA Medical Center. Brian Laundrie's sister says her brother flew home August 17th, saw family September 1st. Winning Powerball numbers for Monday's $685 M jackpot. St. Louis County's employee vaccine mandate now in effect. COVID vaccination site reopens in Belleville to offer booster shots. Hit list circulating at Missouri High School, offers cash to beat students up. Churches, Archbishop, community come together to rebuild North St. Louis Historic Church. You paid for it, landlord looks for rental assistance for tenant. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Winning Powerball ticket worth nearly $700 sold in California. Fall thunderstorm brings rain, lightning to San Diego area, thousands without power. These were your best photos from Monday's thunderstorm in San Diego. Will the San Diego coastline be impacted by the OC oil spill? Ship's anchor among possible causes of oil spill. Man was trying to disassemble gun when bullet struck toddler, authorities say. Medical fact-checkers to address COVID misinformation during public county meetings. California is only state with moderate COVID-19 transmission after case rate falls again. Sheriff's deputy involved in North County shooting identified. Carlsbad beaches reopen as storms pass through San Diego County. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Marine Corps to receive innovative fire control system for small arms. U.S. Space Force's latest missile warning satellite is ready for launch. Pratt Miller integrates robotic vehicle with new Stryker turret. Taiwan says China makes largest air incursion ever. Russia expects doomsday submarine trials to be done by year's end. Peru leads multinational force in amphibious landing during Unitas LXII. U.S. Army tests newest generation sniper system. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. Patriotic films dominate China's National Day holiday as industry faces pile-up of unreleased titles. Biden's trade chief presses China to fulfill Trump agreement pledges, signals little change in tariffs. The end of China's runaway growth. FIBA Women's Asia Cup Instant Classic, Japan beats China to claim fifth straight title. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Concerns grow as coyotes attack pets in Pleasant Hill. Bars, restaurants near Oracle Park prepare for playoffs. Man likely bitten by great white shark near Bodega Bay in rare attack, expert. Nearly $700 in Powerball jackpot, winning ticket sold in California. Pedestrian hospitalized after San Jose hit and run. Oakland community leader killed in home invasion. When will it feel like fall in the Bay Area? I'd have rather been dead. What marijuana cures in some, it causes in others. New York mother, son arrested in theft of Pelosi's laptop. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. French report, an estimated 330,000 victims of child sex abuse within France's Catholic Church over 70 years. Asian shares meander after big tech-led drop on Wall Street. John Harbaugh not sorry, Urban Meyer cannot apologize enough. $699.80 Powerball jackpot won, ticket sold in California. French child kidnap plot shows global sway of QAnon style. Rittenhouse due in court Tuesday. Arlington Heights mayor to residents, taxpayer dollars to bears a last resort. Council members call Chicago the most dangerous city in the country. COVID hospitalizations down, but not enough for Pritzker to lift mask mandate. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Report, these used cars had the greatest year-over-year price increases in Seattle. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone San 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Volcanic eruption is ongoing for La Palma in Spain. Green alert for Tropical Cyclone Victor 21. Population affected by Category 1, 120 km per hour, wind speeds or higher is 0. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.7 m, depth 31.78 km, in Kermadec Islands, New Zealand, April 10, 2021, 6:34 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.3 m, depth 10 km, in South Georgia and the South Sandwich Islands, April 10, 2021, 3:54 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.5 m, depth 10 km, in Islamic Republic of Iran, April 10, 2021, 2:39 UTC, 1,240,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green forest fire alert in Angola. Green forest fire alert in Botswana. Green forest fire alert in Namibia. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Tuesday, October 5th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in the news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Night of tributes to Britney Spears sees second contestant eliminated from Dancing with the Stars. Powerball ticket worth $699.8 million sold in California. Facebook, Instagram services slowly returning after hours-long outage. 11-year-old fighting for her life after being hit by car while walking to school bus. Teen charged with murder was in customer's car during crash that killed 3 valet workers, sources say. What's the difference between COVID booster shot and third dose? Man accused of shooting stepdad to death during argument over car accident in West Houston. Man's body found inside abandoned vehicle near Willowbrook Mall on W. Greens Road, HPD says. Experts share advice on how to talk about Yes Prep Southwest shooting with students. 13-year HFD captain charged with solicitation of prostitution, court documents show. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Blinken, in Paris, seeking to heal AUKUS rift with France. German government hopefuls wrap up first round of talks. Column, Tiger Woods brings it home, a quarter-century later. UK urged to tackle dirty money after leaked Pandora Papers. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp are down and I feel fine. State Senator pushes Governor to probe both keepers in law enforcement, military. Northwell Health lays off 1,400 employees who defied COVID-19 vaccine mandate. Beloved Midtown bar Jimmy's Corner reopens. NYPD sergeant who fatally shot Deborah Denner to face disciplinary hearing. Rick Bayless opens fast casual Mexican spot in Flatiron District. SNL recap, Owen Wilson rows and cast expands in season premiere. Airbnb removes NYC van life host after illegal vans removed from streets. COVID vaccination surges mandate takes effect for NYC public school employees. Early edition, disgraced media company Aussie is maybe not shutting down now. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. Multilateral financial institutions can catalyze public development banks, PDB, to deliver SDGs. Making online health news reliable, accessible. UN warned of 2 dangers ahead, health of the human race and survival of the planet. Stop New Washington Putsch. IUCN World Conservation Congress warns humanity at tipping point. Pandemic impact tip of the iceberg after years of neglecting child mental health. Ivorian cocoa farmers are beating a system to reduce child labor, here's how. UN looks to address unprecedented catastrophic levels of food insecurity. Teachers are driving force behind global education recovery from COVID-19. At UN trade meeting, Guterres urges quantum leap in support for vulnerable nations. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. New Zealand abandons controversial zero-COVID policy. Video, Rand Paul warns health authoritarians are hysterical about the unvaccinated. Soldier supersuits will send surroundings soon. New documents show the Fed's trading scandal includes 2 of the Wall Street banks it supervises, Goldman Sachs and Citigroup. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Aussie media CEO, premature to shut down after week of scandal. No, Pepsi didn't start as a rat poison company. Did Biden remove God Bless the USA singer from Arts Council? YouTube removes verified, unofficial Fox News channels that pushed disinformation. Here's how many millions in ad revenue Facebook could be losing during outage. Yes, Captain Kirk is going to space. Henrietta Lacks estate sues company using her stolen cells. To win medicine Nobel for showing how we react to heat, touch. Does a photo show Led Zeppelin bassist's triple neck guitar? The next headlines are from factcheck.org. Video, Instagram post spread Texas lawmakers' false claims on vaccine testing. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Dave Chappelle says he's a TERF and is quitting LGBTQ jokes in Netflix's The Closer. Inside the Right's plan to rebrand sex ed as child porn. Racist landlord from hell torture tenants during pandemic, lawsuit says. Are the Squid Game subtitles actually botched? Not entirely, Korean speakers say. Sinema and Cheney are America's best and bravest politicians. GA Sec of State Brad Raffensperger details Trump's threats. Pope accused of playing God at Vatican trial. Dane Cook never wanted to be a frat comic. Does the notorious RBG exhibit go beyond Ruth Bader Ginsburg hero worship? The secret meeting between Mark Zuckerberg, Peter Thiel, and Donald Trump. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Suspected meth lab found in unit of luxury Florida condo building. Man shot while sitting in car on Upper West Side. Garland calls an FBI to counter reported threats against school staffers. Zach Wilson's touchdown bomb wasn't what impressed Jets most. Florida drama teacher accused of having sex with 14-year-old student in her car. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Celebrating a century of variable star astronomy. Snapshot I, Martian string of craters. How to image the cosmos in hydrogen alpha with a Canon RAW. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. The impact climate change has on the Great Lakes. Spanish government pledges $240 million in La Palma aid as new fissures open in volcano eruption. Dr. Scott Gottlieb discusses coronavirus response failures at CDC. Iconic Roman pine trees at risk from dangerous parasites. Coast Guard races to contain Southern California oil spill. COVID vaccine mandates start taking effect. Worldwide death toll from COVID-19 top 5 million. The coming impact of climate change on the Great Lakes. 2 U.S. scientists awarded Nobel Prize for discovery of receptors. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Detroit post office officially named after Aretha Franklin. Missouri governor refuses to grant clemency to mentally disabled death row killer as Pope Francis urges respect for sacredness of all human life. Bubba Wallace gets first NASCAR win, races into history. NYC mayoral candidate Eric Adams hasn't returned all donations from bad apple cops, public filings. Homeless woman attacked by alligator in Florida canal. DEA agent and suspect killed, police officers injured after shootout aboard Amtrak train in Arizona. News necklace all the rage at Paris Fashion Week. Power window rolls up on and kills girl playing in parked car in Arizona. Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp slowly returning to normal. Twitter users are gleeful. Facebook is down, see the memes. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Arlington Heights mayor, we're not going to give away the store to land Bears stadium deal. Professor charged with hate crime in Oak Park for allegedly making slurs and spitting at a black woman, resigns. Chronic pain, PTSD top the list of reasons people buy medical marijuana in Illinois. Number of medicinal card holders grows by 30%. Lack of charges in fatal West Side shootout leads Mayor Lightfoot to criticize prosecutor Kim Foxx. We cannot live in a world where there is no accountability. Chicago police officer appears to punch man in widely shared video, COPA investigating. Prosecution rests at murder trial for ex-Northwestern professor accused of killing boyfriend. Chicago police superintendent defends ShotSpotter gunshot detection system, say it saved lives. Corrections and clarifications. Chicago shall rise again. Robbins dwindling police staff walks out over pay, staffing, equipment issues. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Severe droughts dry up dreams of Turkish farmers. Science seeks ancient plants to save favorite foods. Zero net emissions by 2050, a huge challenge for airline industry. Income inequality can harm children's achievement in maths, but not reading, 27-year study suggests. Team measures the breakup of a single chemical bond. Our DNA is becoming the world's tiniest hard drive. California spill came 52 years after historic oil disaster. A look back into record-breaking 2020 May rainfall and flooding throughout China. Chemists develop new technology that detects algae crop health. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Tuesday, October 5th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Pandemic waves, then and now. 8 ancient languages still spoken today. Best Delta 8 THC for sale, top 9 vendors of 2021. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Robinson the engine behind the Texas offense. UK urged to tackle dirty money after leaked Pandora Papers. Lightning strike, Raiders cannot catch Bolts after slow start. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Miss Manners, she stole his groceries and now she feels horrible. Ask Amy, my husband accused me unfairly, and we haven't spoken in weeks. Dear Abby, she insists on serving him keto, which he doesn't want. Top solar installers, find the best installation company near you. Hayward logs 5th homicide of year. Warriors Andrew Wiggins explains decision to get COVID-19 vaccine. Black ex-Tesla worker who claimed racial abuse awarded $137 million. Oakland, persons shot outside Whole Foods near Lake Merritt. Ducks 3, Sharks 2, takeaways on William Eklund, the power play and Adam Raska. Weekend I-80 crash victim identified as Richmond man. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Powerball numbers for Monday, October 4th revealed. Francis Collins to step down from National Institutes of Health. Merrick Garland directs FBI to target school board threats. Matthew Mazzocco sentenced to jail despite prosecutor's request for home confinement. Kyrsten Sinema accosted on flight by illegal migrant. Democrats face reality of cutting Biden's social welfare bill. NATO faces day of reckoning amid Afghanistan withdrawal, China's rise. Daniel Craig on bidding Bond goodbye in No Time to Die. Pentagon mandates COVID-19 vaccine for civilian workers. Inside the Beltway, Donald Trump's blockbuster ratings in Iowa. The next headlines are from The Intercept. How much is $3.5 trillion, really? This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. 3 killed, 8 wounded, Monday in shootings in Chicago. Man killed in shootout in Horner Park. Horoscope for Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. Person found shot to death in West Pullman. White Sox to lean on Lance Lynn, other veteran players in American League Division Series matchup against Astros. Blackhawks notebook, Marc-Andre Fleury shows off good instincts in preseason victory. White Sox jack parking rates to $45 for Sunday's game at Guaranteed Rate Field. White Sox fans rally at ballpark ahead of playoffs. Now, we're in the party. Derek Huff sits out DWTS due to potential COVID exposure. Lightfoot warns City could be sent into chaos after Kim Foxx's latest decision to reject charges. The next headlines are from the Times of India. India ready to deal with any two-front threat scenario, IF chief. Registration renewal of old cars to cost more from April 2022. For years I have dreamt of being where I am today. EC allots poll symbols, party names to Chirag, Paris factions. Priyanka tweets lack him per video, demands arrest, key points. 9th grader Namaya Kapoor stuns shooting world. As dengue cases rise, 7 biggest myths busted. IPL 2021, all top of the table playoff scenarios in 4 points. Amazon sale, tablets under Rs 20,000. Apple ends free repair program for this iPhone in India. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Try Highway Vodka's hemp-based vodka for National Vodka Day. Things to do, upcoming food and drink events in Houston this week. Things to do, read Prince A Portrait of the Artist in Memories and Memorabilia by Paul Sexton. The 2021 Astros regular season by the numbers. Things to do, where to find Houston dining deals this National Taco Day. Things to do, Me First and the Gimme Gimmes, Bayou Music Center, October 6, 2021. Bills lay the smackdown on overwhelmed Houston Texans. The next headlines are about world records making news. Shooter Aishwarya Tomar smashes world record to win gold in Junior World Sea Ship, Hindustan Times. Audi S2 with 1,500 horsepower sets new world record for fastest Audi, Motor 1. Black History Month, 1960 long jump Olympic champion Ralph Boston on his inspirational life and incredible anecdotes, Sky Sports. Egyptian monofin swimmer to cross new Suez Canal in Guinness World Record attempt, The National. Josh Kerr targets 1,500 world record after Olympic bronze at Tokyo 2020, Hair American League Division Series Scotland. Aishwarya Pradip Singh Tomar sets a new junior world record of 463.4 with gold medal in men's, latest tweet, latest lie. Fresno mission aiming to break world record with socks while helping homeless, KFSN TV. Vanilla UAV claims world record 8-day flight without refueling, Flight Global. Massive, world's coolest yachts, Scuttlebutt Sailing News, Scuttlebutt Sailing News. Tour world's largest convenience store before Tennessee Bookies breaks record, WJHL TV News Channel 11. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Why Facebook, WhatsApp, and Instagram all went down on Monday. Kobo's new e-ink tablet is a cheaper, smaller remarkable alternative. A hiker must keep to the path, or else, in horror short narrow. What does the Venom 2 post-credit scene mean for Marvel's future? First birds rescued from California oil spill. Tinder is getting its own in-app currency. VHS/94 is a grimy, gory found footage throwback. Here's how TikTok's parent company reportedly wants to take on Amazon. Android 12 is here, sort of. Netflix's streaming shuffle feature is coming to Android. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Mitrba in Kuwait at 112.46 degrees Fahrenheit or 44.7 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Dome in Antarctica at minus 79.42 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 61.9 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. Biden administration expects J&J boosters in the next few weeks. Ex-Sony exec opens up about efforts to bring PlayStation hits to PC. Understanding how we sense touch, temperature earns a Nobel. Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Oculus are down. Here's what we know. Updated. Windows 11, VR's technical review. FCC plans to rein in gateway carriers that bring foreign robocalls to US. Scientists are still learning cool new things about gooey hagfish slime. Revealed, the secret notes of Blue Origin leaders trying to catch SpaceX. Epic Games Store gets achievements next week, so what's still missing? Android 12 gets a source code release, but not a pixel release. The following headlines are from Raw Story. North Carolina Dem goes viral with campaign video comparing his town's fight against the Klan to January 6th. Mike Pence admits he and Trump broke up amicably, despite calls for his death January 6th. Trump's former Russia expert has a message for voters if he runs in 2024. Fiona Hill warns Russia could be a harbinger of things to come for America. Merrick Garland orders FBI to monitor anti-maskers' threats against school staff around the country. Chamber of Commerce caved to GOP over infrastructure bill after getting booted off strategy calls. Pro-Trump lawyer admitted to Pence he had no power to pull off his proposed coup, Maggie Haberman. GOP's Ron Johnson implies vaccines to blame for COVID Delta surge during unhinged Fox News rant. GOP lawmakers' God-invoking video sounds like it was stripped from a jihadist playbook, MSNBC analyst. Texas school cancels speech by Black children's book author after he's accused of espousing critical race theory, report. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Illegal, inhumane immigration policy prompts another big resignation at the State Department. Check out these exclusive pics from Hunter Biden's big LA art opening. Texas Republicans are pulling out all the stops to dilute the voting power of people of color. Can we move our forests in time to save them? How to reform the oil industry from within. This is the newest front in anti-vaxxers' war on Instagram misinfo controls. The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. UNC men's soccer has special Carolina soccer night in 4-0 win over NC State, the Daily Tar Heel. News Bites, DC fandom slates guests, Lupin 3 heads to theaters, new SpongeBob podcast afloat and more, Animation Magazine. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. New hope for treating neurodegenerative diseases, Marshall County Tribune. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Tuesday, October 5th, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Tuesday, October 5th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News i8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News i8. All rights reserved.